Hey, it's Ross here. Welcome to the Beaumont Centre, the new additions that we're looking at. You can see here in this south end of our foyer, we still have our old rainbow room where many mothers and fathers and young children seem to come. We've kept that, but what we've got here is a new hoarding in place, which is allowing the outside contractor to come and demolish what was in behind that, which is our old toilet blocks. And so there's the ladies' and men's toilets in here that are getting demolished now, and some piles will be sunk down into the ground to form the wall of our new car park building. In behind here we'll have an elevator shaft where you can come to church and you can get out of your car, come to the elevator, and up straight there there'll be toilets reinstated at a later date. So if you follow me through, as you can see, we're making as good a use of the space as we can. We've got two other rooms further down here with a nice connecting hallway, and these rooms will be air conditioned and they'll have good video and technical facilities in here. We're looking down the hallway here. We're now inside the old auditorium. As you see, there's a lot of work going on down here. This is also going to be used for loading equipment in when we have some of our big shows here. We do shows in the community or big events. The children will come down here and other patrons as well to access these rooms behind us. But we have total sound isolation from the auditorium in this loading zone as well. We can move on. We're getting a view back up the auditorium now. As you can see, the general shape of the auditorium has changed. We've narrowed down the width, taken away 2 of the 6 seating blocks, and reopened the rear auditorium seating. If you look right up over there, some of us have never seen that. It's been enclosed as lecture rooms for many years now, and we've had all of that. Charlie and his demo crew have pulled all of that out, and we have the seating being reinstated so that we can extend our seating further back in the auditorium. Okay, we're now still on the stage. This is one of the areas that hasn't changed a lot in the last few years. We've extended the front out, however, and these hoardings will disappear, and then we'll be recreating our auditorium space with this new stage. It's a great performing venue, as you know. We have some other rooms that have been formed behind here, which will double up as 5-star dressing rooms, and a green room. Also a great place where pastors can meet before they minister here at VCC, where other distinguished guests can be taken either before or after a meeting. Okay, I'm just coming down the side of the stage here. This is where the access will be for our top performers or our top preachers. They'll come from the dressing rooms here, and we've added in this small access way, and there'll also be a disabled lift here. In behind here we also have 2 full dressing rooms with toilet blocks, disabled access and showers, so that we can look after our patrons well. Right, this is where we're going to have our green room when it's finished, but for the first year or so of its life, this will also be the VCC staff, pastor's staff kitchen. Here we're looking into one of the dressing room areas. There's not much light here for you to see, but they're totally soundproofed and isolated, so we can have our divas in there screaming at their managers and doing what they do. We've come back through now to the auditorium from the north side of the auditorium, and as you look around, there's a huge construction zone going on. We are reclaiming all of these seats back. We'll be operational by Easter for stage 1, and then completing the technical upgrades in the auditorium by July. That'll leave us about 12 months while the exterior project completes its build of the car park and the grounds and the extra multi-purpose rooms, and we hope to be fully functioning by Rugby World Cup 2011. Okay, we're in what we affectionately call the north end of the foyer, and we've been developing this side of the auditorium to become the temporary office space for the pastoral staff. At the end of its next year of life, this will also be a great area for seminars and conferencing. So follow me in here. This will be a big open space office. Pastor Max will have his own room at the end of the office, and there'll also be a multi-use boardroom. And if you look down here, this is Derek Best's bowling alley. Of course, the major consideration in building this was to get enough soundproofing in here for when Max is praying during the week, and we think we've been able to accomplish that, so that's good. Here's our current green room or lounge, and many of our Connect groups use this on Sunday. And that was an old toilet block that we refitted in the last couple of years for that use. We're turning that into our new kitchen. This will be not a full commercial kitchen, but it'll certainly be able to handle distribution of meals to a major number of people. When you remember when that was built, well, it's about to go. All of this land behind us is going to be claimed for the VPT tunnel project. So in about 2 to 4 weeks, this will be decommissioned and be gone. We are going to be extending out our building here right out to the edge of this grass and putting about about 5-metre high windows out here with a great view of the harbour. All of the trees that you see out here will be disappearing. There'll be, of course, a view of some of the buildings there, but if we pan north to the harbour bridge, we're going to have a fantastic venue here looking out at the harbour bridge and across West Haven Marina here. This will be the place where we'll have special meals, wedding receptions, some children's work, youth concerts, all out in these multi-purpose rooms, which will come directly off our foyer. And as I say, on the north face, we'll have wonderful views panning right around here. We'll extend our foyer right out here with a new major entrance area. So the whole old front of the building is coming off and being replaced, and that'll be a real blessing. And this will be protruding right out into a new area here where we'll have a major focus for people coming up. Panning right down our boundary, there's going to be a wonderful ceremonial driveway that'll connect us to Beaumont Street, and that was our architect's impression initially, that he didn't want people walking through a car park to a building as they do now. But Koos de Keuzer from DKO in Melbourne made it very clear that he wanted a ceremonial walkway which connects the church, which is an organisation of people, to the street and to the city of Auckland. So years ago, the way we look at it is this: the Beaumont Centre, or VCC's building, was built looking in toward a stage. It was built in the years where the teaching ministry was very much to the fore, and people came here and focused in on where the pulpit was. 25 years later, we're now opening the whole front, turning the stage out to the community, putting glass along the front, a ceremonial driveway, a wonderful plaza on top of our car park, a church office down at the front where the people are on the street. And after 25 years, the whole focus comes back to looking at the city of Auckland. So a lot's changed in that time. We want to thank those that have sown into the church and given to the building vision over many, many decades now. For those that have been here right through the time, it's exciting for you to be able to see this project actually come to reality now. In about 18 months, maybe 2 years tops if we have some delays, we'll be back in here fully functioning with a centre that you'll be very proud of.